My name is Luke Miller, and I'm the orchestra director here at Melrose Veterans Memorial Middle School. That piece, God Bless America, is one that we worked on leading up to the Veterans Day Assembly in November. And we always feel it's a nice chance to share it with families as well, since most of you aren't able to attend that assembly. Next, we'll be moving on to a Christmas symphony. Thank you very much. Some of the students had asked if they could wear some costumes for that one as well, and I thought wearing gargoyle costumes maybe we should hold off on. So just accessories for the holiday pieces. Next we have a selection of tunes from some Hanukkah melodies, Hanukkah Festival. One more tune to play for you, the finale from Tchaikovsky's Serenade for Strings. Before we do that, I just wanted to acknowledge a few people and say a few thank yous that helped make all of this possible. Thank you so much to our supportive administration here at the middle school, Mr. Parsons and Mr. McLaughlin. Our Global Education Director, Dr. Talbot. The whole music department here at the middle school, Mr. Pucci and Ms. Piper, as well as the other music teachers throughout the district who are so supportive of helping this whole student starting in elementary school and building through middle school, and to anybody who was at the high school concert last week. It takes a lot of people to really support and help move it together. So thank you to our music department. And you may have seen some people helping out at the tables out front. The orchestrators and the band aiders are great supportive volunteer parent organizations which help to fundraising and plan events and all of that. So we really appreciate all of the support from both of those groups, the orchestrators and the band aiders. After we finish with this piece, there will be a brief intermission where we'll do a short set change, and then the band will be coming out. Please stick around to support all of our students this evening. Thank you so much for coming, and have a great evening. Happy holidays.
Commission, I wanted to take this opportunity, if I could. My name is Jamie Parsons, interim principal, by the way, at the middle school. Happy to be here tonight. Just wanted to take a quick second and recognize, on behalf of a grateful MVMMS community, wanted to recognize Mr. Miller and Mr. Rapucci for all they do for our performers. Performances are fantastic. I'm sure the band's going to be terrific. Thank you for all of your hard work.
Hanukkah, and we are the Melrose Veterans Memorial Middle School band. Did I get that right? It's late. Our next piece is an 8th grade only piece, so we're going to give the 8th graders a chance to come down, including myself, and our lovely assistants up in the lights will hopefully change some lights for us down here. So give us a second to come down the stairs. So just while we do a set change, I want to say a few things. This is the first time we have ever had this many students on stage for the middle school band ever since I've been here, by a lot. There are just under 100 kids up there. Let's give them a huge round of applause. They just did those 3 tunes with one dress rehearsal yesterday during school when they're all these other subjects and everything crazy. It wasn't like after school, just focus on band. It was in the middle of the day. We practice all the time as a 6th grade band, a 7th grade band, an 8th grade band, and we talk all the time about all the elements of music that have to be in place so that we can just put this jigsaw puzzle together. And when we get up there, there's a major time constraint. It might just be like, okay, we're all here. We have 3 hours to do this. No. We had 1 class period. We did run over a little bit, but what I told the kids was doing what we did yesterday, which was first time, 100 kids, 1 stage, put the concert together, 1 class period. There's a word for that in the English language. The word is impossible. It's like actually impossible. We did it 10 minutes overtime. That's good. That's a big thing that we're about here in the band, is sort of posing challenges to ourselves. We have this new thing this year in the marching band called Innovator's Mindset, and it's like looking for challenges. Rather than just rising to the challenge, we look for a challenge. What are we doing to challenge ourselves? Then what are we doing to tackle that challenge, persevere, come up with a game plan? If that doesn't work, what's plan B, what's plan C, how are we going to do this? Which led us to our 8th grade piece. It was kind of late in the season. We thought about an 8th grade piece. It didn't really come together. And then we were just in class one day, and one of the students was like, "Mr. Apucci, my favorite song ever is All I Want for Christmas by Mariah Carey." And I was like, "You and everyone else on the planet." But I was like, "That's a good idea," as a song. And she's like, "Do you think we could do that with the band?" And I looked at my watch and looked at the date, and I was like, Lydia, I'll use her name out. Lydia, it's really late. We only have a few weeks. By the time I order the piece, it gets here in the mail, I do the photo, I pass out the parts and all that stuff, and then we actually practice it. It's really, and it's a hard piece. I don't really think we can do it. Challenge accepted. And then I was out sick for a couple days, and they practiced it, and I was sending them email assignments. You guys need to practice this for 2 hours until I get back. And we've been scrambling really hard to do this. It's the hardest piece we've ever done, period. And it's the shortest timetable. So we have 2 major obstacles to overcome. It was not like we've been working on this since September. We took the hardest piece the 8th grade's ever done, we put it on the shortest timetable, and we embraced the challenge. They've worked really hard. So let's see how we do tonight. one of the big things that we really focus on in the music department and the performing arts is the skills that students learn through doing music, performing. Unless you've done this, I really am not sure you can understand how hard that is for them to do and how much courage it takes to be playing some of these things, like two people playing the melody to All I Want for Christmas, you know, and like it's really hard and you're exposed and you're sitting there and everyone's watching you. Like for kids to go through that experience and to have that experience, just doing that is a win, right? Just getting up there and putting yourself out there and doing that. We're really lucky that we have the support for our program that we have, and that we have the program that we have so that kids can have those experiences. You know, as in my 7th year now here as the band director and watching the band grow, I can absolutely testify to the power of having more kids in the program. You can see the difference in how fast kids grow in ways that are not necessarily kept on the stat sheet. You know, as a big sports guy myself, you hear commentators say all the time, you know, oh, there's a Tommy point. You know, that's not on the stat sheet, but that's what made that play work. And that's a huge part of music. You know, things that kids are learning, the experiences that they're having, the joy that they get from playing it. When they don't play something so well and they realize, you know, I should have practiced that. There's a real, you know, the lessons learned from that are so valuable, and we're lucky to be able to give the kids this experience. So thank you very much for all the community support always for our program. Thanks for showing up tonight, and we will play one more song for you. Thank you very much. say a really big thank you to Mr. Miller for his first half of the concert. Thank you for helping us. Mr. Miller and I are inseparable team, and we definitely would not be up here as a band without him. He does a ton of stuff for us behind the scenes. I want to say thank you to Dr. Talbot, our department director. She is fantastic as well, doing all the nitty-gritty stuff behind the scenes. Fantastic, fantastic. Thank you to our principal, Mr. Parsons, and Mr. McLaughlin, our assistant principal. They've done a fantastic job. It's been really great having them as our new leadership. It's been fantastic, so thank you very much. Thank you to the Band-Aiders, Crystal Award President, and the whole board. The Band-Aiders are a huge part of how we run as a band and making the tree sale happen. Thank you everyone out there who bought a tree. We sold out by Saturday at 1 o'clock. That was awesome. Thank you very much. Now you know, get there early next year. We want to sell it by 9 next year. So thank you very much. The community support, as always, is just overwhelming from alumni parents, parents of kids who are in kindergarten telling me when I see them at the Roosevelt, oh, we can't wait to join the band. And that word of mouth that happens from parents who have kids who are currently in the band or just graduated is so huge. And I hope that if you've been around for a while, you can see the fruits of all of your labor, because so many people have worked so hard to make this happen, and it's really touching to see it up here. So thank you very much, and hope to see you soon.